Hello, and welcome to a new video here on my channel. This still concerns the project series of building gabions on the slope. Means here you see on the right has already been slightly excavated. I will continue to excavate today and make the preparations for this, to place new gabions along the slope for 30 meters. This is part 2 of the series, in this exciting and informative series, so please stay tuned if you want to see how it continues. To find out, I moved my excavator work forward by 1 day because of heavy rainfall was forecasted. As you can see, it rained last night. It really chopped down hard. The ground is softened all the way to the end. Working here would have become very difficult, even with the large excavators. That's why I'm glad that I can largely complete my excavator work. I could give a brief overview before I set up the gabions at that location. At this point, a small interlude. I have now been working for about 3 hours. On the excavator is clearly larger than approximately 5 tons. The last excavator makes good progress, and when I look at the escape here now, I think I am on the right track. I am now slowly and gradually leveling the area. Here at the back is the curve where the gabions are supposed to go around. At the top, the soil is significantly piled up so that I can definitely backfill behind the gabions when they are in place, and my hope is that the soil here is relatively loose, that in the near future there will be no heavy rainfall comes and simply washes this back down here, but that I just definitely have to take the risk at this moment. Let's prepare ourselves thoroughly and make our way over to the next thrilling and adventurous round on the incredibly powerful, massive and impressive excavator machine. After about 8 hours, I have now cleared everything with the excavator. As you can see, you can smooth it out down here where the gabions are going to be placed. Pulled. At the very beginning, I initially piled up the earth a bit and could distribute it even more, a little more, not because of the trees. And now here comes a little special feature that I have practically, almost, and completely decided, without any hesitation or reservation, that the entire row of gabions will definitely extend from this point right here to the very edge itself. Here I have excavated a small ramp and the gabions. Now here at the top, we will end at the other gabion wall. And here I will build my staircase somewhere. How I will make the transition exactly is that I will also be high live there. Decide, because before I hear on this, the rest of this tree here must be removed in order before the gabions can be installed. The risk is just too high for me that if I cut down the tree it will fall on the gabions, fall and cause a few damages again. So I will first start on these almost 15 meters, 20 meters, what that is. To set the gabions means to align and ensure the ground is properly and carefully prepared. Following a detailed guideline, the baskets can then be carefully and precisely placed using the excavator that I currently have at my disposal. This ensures accuracy and efficiency in the placement process. Piece by piece, the slope was excavated along my marking line. In a straight line, I have placed most of the earth up there on this hill that will later be used for the backfill and part of the... I have now spread the soil evenly here. In some places it is still 30-40 centimeter deep. I will certainly come along my hornbeam hedge here. We need to remove some more soil so that it doesn't get damaged. But overall it turned out quite well. I find another little perspective. Just briefly today with rubber boots, the plank clay soil here through these heavy rainfall tonight. The Gabion wall is expected to be built along the slope. I will just take a curve here at the front right now, and because of that, I will, at this moment, currently, in this situation, as a result of that, therefore, consequently, thus, hence, so, here. I have a significant height difference, so I have decided the following. I have very carefully excavated a transition here, and that means up to this position here, thoroughly. The Gabion will run around the curve and then gradually continue all the way along the path to the end, to my driveway. Set. There will be a transition here since the Gabions that are already up here in this area and are currently being constructed is also supposed to be extended. They will then be placed here on this meet the rounding piece, and here I will introduce a height offset for the whole thing. I will then combine it with a staircase at the top by my garden shed. I would like to build a staircase down here into the garden area. I think that it is not possible to combine so much at this point. Preparatory work for the excavator work will be shown in the next video. I will then show you how to assemble the baskets individually and how to place them, arranged in a line together and prepared for filling. Prepared if you don't want to miss it. Press the subscribe button and ring the bell to stay active, and I look forward to seeing you again in the next video. Definitely be there until then.